Good morning, it is Friday, which means, as you guys know, Josh is not here today, he's in the office, which means I have the whole place to myself. So I always use it as a good opportunity to film. And I thought today I would show you what I've been eating in a day, because I think I mentioned it a couple of videos back, but my eating has changed quite a bit recently. I've been trying to prioritize certain things, I've been changing it up, I've been craving really weird foods as well. So my food is kind of random, and there's also a new recipe that I wanted to try today because I went to Iceland a couple of weeks ago and I ate a crazy amount of ramen, and now all I want to eat is ramen. So I'm gonna try that for dinner, but I'm gonna start with my breakfast. Obviously, it's the morning. I've just had a check-in call. I've been on a walk this morning already, but it is currently, can't show you, oh, that's the lock screen, 9:49, so 10 to 10. I have lots of filming to do today. I'm hoping to get a bit of a workout in. I trained pretty hard yesterday because I went and met a friend, and then I went to the gym with Josh in the evening to spot him. So it's busy, lots of check-in calls. Did I already say that? Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to get back into it after being away for so long. I feel like I'm already starting the day being super chaotic. Let me start again. It's Friday, so that means I've got check-in calls, but they're mostly in the afternoon today. I have lots of filming to do, so I need to film lots of little clips and a few bits and bobs for YouTube and for clients. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this morning. And I also would like to get a training session in. So we will see. I'm kind of in the mood for a lower body training session, and like a heavy lower body training session, which is not like me at all. It's probably weird because I never really show lower body training. I do it, but it's usually mostly body weight. But every now and again, I just get this urge to go and like throw some heavy weight around. Well, heavy for me because I don't really train it very often. So that's what we're getting up to today. But as I said, the main idea of this video is to give you a bit of an update on what I'm doing with my nutrition, how it's changed, and to give you some recipe ideas and see how this ramen turns out as well. Because I don't think I've ever made ramen before. But to give you a little bit of a very brief background, towards the end of last year, I kind of fell into some bad eating habits. And the reason was because, as you may know, Josh was quite unwell and he was in and out of hospital. He was in and out of hospital quite a bit. So a lot of my time was split between, I was trying to run my business, and then I would get to hospital, which was an hour away, spend several hours there a day with him, and then come back. And essentially because of that, I started relying heavily on just caffeine to get me through the day. My eating became less of a priority. I wasn't really eating a huge amount of protein, so when I was eating, I was just eating the same meals. It's just veggies, fruits, salads, just anything that I could get my hands on that was just fresh and tasty. I was just eating the same thing, so I just stocked the fridge up with the same thing, and that was it. I noticed a huge impact in my training, in my energy, in my sleep, in how I felt, even certain things like my skin. There was just lots of little things that were starting to niggle at me. So when I came into this year, my main goal with eating was to slowly try to increase how much I was eating, because I don't think I was eating enough, because I felt like I was losing muscle and losing a little bit of weight as well. So to increase how much I was eating overall, but to also listen to my body and what it was craving or what it wanted. So if it was a certain vegetable or fruit, I would try to make sure I get that. But also, as a priority, try to increase my protein intake in any way possible. So whether that meant I was trying to get it through food, or whether I was just trying to get it through supplementing it, I'm just trying to increase my protein. And so to do that, you may see some weird food concoctions throughout the day. Probably not too weird today, but as an example for my breakfast, it's not the most normal looking breakfast. I've got avocado toast and I've got 2 boiled eggs, which I'd soft boiled, but I don't know why, because I was meant to hard boil them. But anyway, so 2 boiled eggs and some avocado toast because I love avocado toast. And then on the other side, I have banana on toast, because banana and salt on toast, as you guys know, I absolutely love. And I've been craving fruit and bananas and oranges and apples and pears weirdly recently. So a bit of a weird breakfast, but I'm just trying to increase my fats, my protein, and I know that this will satisfy me and make me feel like fulfilled, because I'm getting that banana and that sweetness in there as well. And I also had before this a small bowl of bran flakes, because I went on a walk like I do every morning. So it just gave me a little bit of energy to get through my walk, do my first few calls, and now I'm having this. So first meal of the day, I'm going to eat this. Of course, I have a coffee, because that's not going anywhere. And I will catch up with you guys very soon. Do you want some egg porn? Look how good is that yolk. I tell you what, banana on toast is just such a good combo with some maple syrup and a little bit of salt and a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, so good. Anyway, breakfast is done. Let's clean this mess up and then we're gonna start filming, which means we get to do some handstands. All right, filming is done. Everything is an absolute mess as usual. I need to put everything back to where it's meant to be. And I also need to have some lunch because it's nearly 2 p.m. So it's about lunchtime. But before I have my lunch, I'm gonna have a quick snack because I have to jump on a check-in call in about 10 minutes. So I won't have time to make my lunch just yet. And in terms of what I'm gonna snack on, I don't really have a huge amount other than fruit and carby stuff, which is totally fine, but I need to have some protein. As I was saying earlier, I do have some of these that Josh bought for hiking. They are Cliff Bars, which kind of like a vegan protein bar. This one is white chocolate macadamia nut. There we go. So I'm gonna have one of these, I think, and it'll tide me over and make a coffee to have with it while I'm on my call. And then I'm going to make some lunch. For lunch, I think what I'm gonna do is make like a Buddha bowl, or a bowl full of basically stuff that I have. So I'm gonna just dig through my fridge, dig through my cupboards and see what I have and basically try and throw it into a big salad bowl with some rice and some protein and some sauce and just eat that because it's nice and easy. And then we're gonna have that ramen for dinner. So that's the plan. I'm gonna eat this, make my coffee, get on this call, and I'll catch you guys soon. All right, that is the check-in call done and I'm going to make some lunch. The first thing I'm gonna do, because I really fancy some, is roasted chickpeas. I love roasted chickpeas. So I'm just gonna take this tin of chickpeas and drain those bad boys up. Right, they're all going in there. I'm gonna throw in some chili flakes. It's like I think I'm Jamie Oliver or something here. A little bit of salt. Actually, I'm gonna do a lot of salt and I'm gonna make salt and vinegar chickpeas because I love them, they're so good. Anything salt and vinegar, I'm here for all day long. And I'm gonna bang them in the oven on max, like 250 degrees. Throw them in so they get crispy. Hopefully they won't take too long. And then I'm gonna make my bowl. So, nice big bowl. I suppose it would help if you could actually see what, oops. I suppose it would help if you could actually see what I was doing. So, big bowl, and I'm just gonna grab some ingredients out of the fridge, one sec. All right, so this is what I've fished out. I've got some mushrooms, some lettuce, a red cabbage, onion, a rather old spring onion, but I love spring onion, some cucumber, a really old red pepper. What I'm gonna do is probably just throw this in with the chickpeas. Got some cauliflower rice that I had in the freezer, some sesame seeds, and a little bit of tofu. So the plan is just to see what I can make and create with all of this. So let's crack on. Oh, and hummus. Got to get down really low here. Just in case you haven't realised, I'm totally making this up. So I'm going to add some cumin to the cauliflower rice and just see what it tastes like. And here we go. Lunch is served. Got a nice big bowl full of loads of random stuff. I feel like I've used up lots of leftovers in my fridge, which is really good as well. So nothing is going to waste, and I'm going to eat this. I might even have some pita bread with it and crack on with the day. I have one more call, which is in like 15 minutes. And then I'm probably gonna head to the gym before Josh gets home. So let's eat. Oh my gosh, it's so sunny. It's so good. Oh my gosh, this is how sunny it is. It's so good. I think I should just sit here and sunbathe for a bit, but alas, my calls are over for the morning, for the day, and I've just made myself a coffee. By the way, this reusable coffee cup is probably one of the best purchases I've made in such a long time. It's made by Circular & Co. And I bought it just in John Lewis. It was about £14. It's made out of recycled plastic, but what I really like about it is that it's completely leak proof. Like, it's completely full at the moment with coffee, and it just is, yeah, completely leak proof. Also, it's my colours, like blue, white, grey, anything like that I would wear, so perfect colour. But I bought it because I was buying coffee to go on my walk every morning. Not only was it a waste of money, but I was also just wasting coffee cups. So I found this one, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So I take it on my walk every morning with me. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee on the way to the gym because I'm gonna go and do a workout now. I think I mentioned that I just got back from skiing, so I'm a bit tired, like my body's been a bit and I was away skiing for a week, and then previous to that I was away for a week as well in Iceland. And while I've been quite active when I've been in those places, I haven't really trained that much. And yesterday I went and trained with Ollie, and I did like a full-on calisthenics session, and my gosh, does my body hurt today. Like, even I was just talking to clients and I was showing them an exercise, and I put my hands up and I was like, that hurts. Like, even just doing that hurts. But I really feel like moving, as I practically haven't left the flat at all today, as you have seen. So I'm gonna go and do a lower body session, I think. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll see how busy the gym is and I will take it from there. I thought very quickly, while we're talking about nutrition and food and all of that sort of stuff, one question that I do get fairly often is if I supplement, if I take creatine, if I take protein, if I take any supplements at all. And the answer is no, I don't take any supplements, I never have. I did try taking creatine once, and there's really good science to back up taking creatine, but I just couldn't get on with it. I just felt really bleh on it, so I just lasted like a week and then stopped taking it. I mentioned that sometimes now I supplement protein powder. To be honest with you, I like the taste of protein powder and I like the taste of protein bars, so that would be why I have it, plus the additional fact that I'm getting protein in easily. But I would always try and prioritize getting it through what I'm eating through my meals rather than supplementing it. But that's also quite a recent thing. Before probably this year, I would very rarely have had any supplement of protein at all. So that I don't take. BCAAs, it's a waste of time. If you have a balanced diet, it's not really necessary at all. And pre-workout, I took for the first time ever yesterday, and that was because I was feeling so knackered. Usually I just use good old coffee, and to be honest with you, I just felt like I'd had a few coffees when I had that pre-workout, so it's not something that I'm going to go to regularly. I just took some for Ollie because I had some that I obviously don't use, and I gonna give it to him, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try a scoop in my water. And yeah, it was fine, but I don't know if it really changed my performance. Yeah, other than that, I don't take any tablets, I don't take any vitamins, I don't take anything. I just try to eat balanced. I drink as much water as I possibly can. I'm not great at it. I have to put juice in my water to drink it. And yeah, coffee is my pre-workout. So pretty simple really. Anyway, before I digress too much further, I'm gonna pack my bag and let's head to the gym before it gets too busy. I'm not sure if I'll film. Again, it depends on how many people are there, but it's nearly 5 o'clock, so it's getting to peak hour. Although it is a Friday and it's very sunny, so maybe people will choose to go out for a drink instead. Let's go and do a workout. Good morning. It is Saturday morning and last night definitely didn't go to plan. We didn't end up having ramen. I ended up having chicken and tofu salad because when Josh got back from work, it was a really nice evening, so we went to the pub and had a drink and just sat in the sun. And then I came home and I was pretty hungry after the gym, so I just wanted a huge meal. So I just had a massive bowl of salad, I had loads of roasted veggies, I had pita bread, we even got some chips to share from the fish and chip shop, and I was so tired that I just didn't film it. I was just like, I just want to eat. And I usually cook while I'm watching YouTube or some TV show, so I just kind of wanted to focus on that and just chill. And so that's what we ended up doing, and then I just crashed in bed, and yeah, now it's Saturday. So I just thought I'd continue the video here. It's kind of become, I think it was from the start, to be honest with you, the most chaotic video that occurred. But I think it's just turning into a bit of a vlog, to be honest with you. I'm about to have some breakfast. It is 10 o'clock. I have been for my morning walk. I have done a bit of tidying and a little bit of work as well. And later, I think we're going to go and watch the rugby, but we are actually going to go and meet some friends for lunch, which will be really nice. So I'm going to have a quick breakfast now. I'm actually going to have the same as what I had yesterday, so the eggs, the banana and the avocado on toast, and I think Josh is going to have some eggs on toast as well. And then we are going to crack on with the day. Other than that, I'm just going to do some bits of work, and I have absolutely no idea what we're going to have for dinner. Maybe we'll have the ramen, but I think it's just going to be as and when. We'll just sort of see how we feel. Again, same as yesterday, my priority is just trying to get protein in. Oh, that's something that I had yesterday and it was amazing. After dinner, I was like, I need some chocolate, and I didn't have any dark chocolate in the house, but I did have some Easter egg left, and the Easter Bunny, aka Josh, got me a Kit Kat chunky Lotus Biscoff Easter egg, which I didn't even know existed. So I had the Kit Kat chunky Biscoff bar, and I've gone through quite a few different Kit Kat chunky flavours, and that one is probably one of the most elite. It was so good. I think it's definitely time to make a coffee and eat some food, although Josh is playing his computer games at the moment. I'll show you. He's gonna absolutely hate me. Let's go. Little morning hello from Hugo. Hugo. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? And Josh is in here. So yeah, that's what I deal with on a regular basis with Josh. Right, let's make some food. Okay, so we are back from the rugby. It was a pretty good match. The weather was really nice, so it was always nice to be outside. And we had lots of friends that were there. Oh, we also went for lunch. We went to a Thai place called the Giggling Squid. And it was like a lunch special. I had pork dumplings and tom yum noodle soup with chicken. Oh, it was so good. And like I said, I've been absolutely craving ramens, soups, noodle soups, like anything like that. Since we were in Iceland, I just ate so much of it and I've been craving it so bad. And funnily enough, we're having ramen for dinner, aren't we? I thought I'd show you where I found the recipe because I've not actually made this one before, so we're gonna make it together. But it's from a website called The College Housewife, and it's called the Easy Homemade Healthy Ramen Bowl. And it looks like this. Let me get rid of all the adverts and stuff. Anyway, there you go. So this is the one, and it's a pretty simple, quick recipe. So basically it's just a load of veg, some vegetable stock or chicken stock, and you can add whatever protein you want. I've got some pork chops in the freezer that need to be eaten, so I'm gonna add pork chops and a load of toppings and some noodles. So literally just that was upstairs. Literally just the noodles from the packets that you can get in the supermarket. So super quick and easy. I'm looking forward to it because I am hungry. And then I'll probably finish this video there. Maybe I'll have some dessert, probably. I nearly always have dark chocolate or something in the evening. One exciting thing that happened today was that I got the Wordle. I don't know if you've played Wordle or if you are playing Wordle, but I was a bit reluctant to at first. And when I went skiing, everybody that we were staying with was playing Wordle. And every morning we'd come down and they'd say, how many did you get it in? And I just slowly got sucked into doing it, and I'm still doing it. And to be honest with you, it's like a form of self-harm because I'm not good at it at all. And it's so frustrating. I'm on my walk, like trying to work out a 5-letter word, and my mind goes completely blank. But I actually got it this morning really quickly. I think I got it in like 3 goes. So I was pretty stoked with that. It's pretty exciting for me. That's about the highlight of my morning. And I've nearly finished my book that I'm reading as well, which is this one. It's called The Miracle Pill. I don't know if I've mentioned it on YouTube, but it's about the health complications that come from being sedentary. So it's not necessarily about weight loss or anything like that, but it's talking evidence-based on what a sedentary lifestyle is doing to our health. And it's very, very interesting. So I've nearly finished that, which means I need to move on to a new book. I'm pretty sure I have some new books to read, so I'll have to dig through my little collection and see what I've got next. But I've really got into the habit of reading in the morning before I do anything. So I leave my phone in the other room, I charge it in the kitchen, and I don't check anything until I go out on my morning walk. So I wake up, I can check the time on my watch if I need to because that's next to my bed, and then I pop this little light on so I don't disturb Josh, and I read like a chapter of my book, and then I get up and go for my morning walk, and that's when I'll check emails, make notes, check my WhatsApp and that sort of stuff, and check in with clients. So that's been a really good habit, and I find it really easy to keep doing. What I do find hard is if I leave my phone next to my bed, it does affect it. So leaving it in another room really helps. But anyway, I'm pretty hungry, so I think it's time to go and make some ramen. Let's go eat.